Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. This fried rice is an excellent example for flavor chasing. I included porridge, sausage, and other ingredients in it I know my son will enjoy. This fried rice also contains ingredients I know my son will enjoy, such as edamame and corn, and then also the mushrooms. I cooked this fried rice because I want him to tell me that this is the best fried rice he has ever had. I'm going to first stir fry the porridge sausage to give them a nice texture. I'm going to set them aside and I'm going to add them back to the fried rice a little bit later. This will give them better flavor. I'm going to make a very large portion of this fried rice because I'm going to give some of it to my neighbors. His wife recently suffered a stroke and I would like to help them out as much as I could. In fact, I'm going to use about 8 cups of cooked rice. Because of the amount of food in this dish, I use my 16-inch light cast iron wok. This rice has been in the refrigerator for about 5 days, so they are rather hot. I use the hamburger meat chopper to break them up. Next, I make a space in the middle of the wok and I add about 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. I discovered by adding the garlic during the later portion of the cooking process, the flavor of the garlic is stronger in the dish. The garlic is not essential and you can skip it if you don't have any on hand. This part of the dish that my son really enjoys is some edamame and corn. They are both frozen and you don't need to thaw them out. You can add them directly from the freezer to the wok. Of course, you can thaw them out in advance as well. This way just makes things a little bit easier. As you can see, for this amount of food ingredients, the large size wok comes really handy. My son also loves mushroom, so in here I add a combination of portobello and white button mushrooms. I add the mushroom later because I do not want to overcook them. I want to maintain the texture of the mushroom at least for a little bit. Okay, everything is coming along pretty good. So the last thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to add the sausage back to the fried rice. As you can see here, the sausage is only a very small portion of the fried rice. I use the sausage mainly as a condiment. If I cook this dish for myself, I probably will omit the sausage completely. But for my son, since he still likes to eat meat, adding the sausage will make a difference for the fried rice. I'm first going to season the dish with a little bit oyster sauce. Will give it some umami flavor. And besides, my son really likes the oyster sauce flavor. But I'm also going to season it with other seasoning agent. I have a masala dabur. In it, I have 7 different seasoning agents as shown here. I'm going to use a little bit of all of them. This will give the fried rice a very rich and complex flavor. Since the fried rice is so large, this seasoning agent will not make a whole lot of difference by varying them slightly. In fact, you can season the fried rice any way you want. The main thing is that make sure that the fried rice is salty enough for your taste. All the different ingredients in this fried rice will give it a very nice flavor already. Like as I said earlier, make sure this fried rice is salty enough. Now, my son tends to like things a bit saltier than I do, so I did a taste test and I decided I'm going to add a little bit more regular soy sauce. Now, actually, I find for making fried rice like this, it is very important that you will keep doing taste tests to make sure it has achieved the flavor that you enjoy. Okay, now the dish is done. Lastly, I'm going to garnish it with some scallions. The scallion will give the fried rice some color. At the same time, it will add flavor and texture as well as aroma to the fried rice. And when my son tasted this fried rice, he thought that it was the best fried rice he has ever had. So I guess I was successful. The most important characteristic of fried rice that make it a good fried rice is the texture of the rice. It should be slightly burnt, crunchy, and crispy. And nobody likes fried rice that is soggy and mushy. And this is the reason that you should always use long grain rice. And on top of that, the cooked rice should be in the refrigerator for at least 24 hours before you use it to make fried rice. When you have the texture of the fried rice correct, the ingredients actually is not as important. However, if you match the ingredients correctly, you will give the fried rice the perfect texture, flavor, and aroma. If you enjoyed this video, click like, subscribe, and share. I'll see you next time.